Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D. We got some quarters here from Canada, and these are, some of them are silver, some of them are not silver, some of them are 80% silver, and some of them might be only 50% silver. And we're going to talk about how you can figure that out, or if you can figure that out, as we go through this video. One of the things that we're going to focus on are these two coins at the top, and these are both the Canada Bobcat or Canada Lynx 100th year of the Confederation coins. You can see it says 25 cents at the top. We have the Bobcat in the center. It says Canada here, 1867 to 1967. And this is an Alex Colville engraving here. Alex Colville did the engraving of the back of all of the Confederation commemorative issues from 1967. We'll take a detailed look at these Canada Bobcat coins in a second, but first let's just talk about them in relationship to all these other coins. We have two of the Bobcat coins here, and then we have these two others. And what are these two? Well, when we look at this one, we know that this is going to be a 80% silver coin from Canada. We know that this image was only on the Canadian coins through 1964. This is the Mary Gillick first portrait of Queen Elizabeth II when she was 29 years old and first had taken the throne. That changed in 1965 to this image here, and this image here stayed on through the 70s. So this coin here, we know it's silver. We know it's 80%, and it turns out that it is a 1964. It says Canada on this side, has a caribou in the center, 25 cents right here. It has the geared outer rim along the outside of it. This is one of the Emmanuel Otto Hahn engravings, H-A-H-N, and you can see his initial right down here. These were made at the Royal Canadian Mint in Ottawa. All of these coins here were made at the Royal Canadian Mint in Ottawa. The Winnipeg Mint had not come online before any of these coins were made. Now this coin here, we know it's not a silver coin, and I can tell you how, and that is because it's Royal Canadian Mounties 100th anniversary coin, and that came out in 1973. So by 1973, all of the Canadian coins had gone away from silver. So this one is not a silver one, no silver in this one at all. This one is 80% silver because it's the 1964, and these two are the ones that are really confusing. In 1967, the Royal Canadian Mint realized that it was costing them more than 50 cents to make a 25-cent coin. They were making them in 1967 with 80% silver, and silver values had just gone up and up over the last few years. So halfway through the 1967 year, they switched from an 80% silver coin to a 50% silver coin. When they did that, it's clear that they must have done some research before then, and it's clear that they must have done some practice before then, but we have no information about how and why they did it. What we do know is that the coins weigh the same amount. You can't tell these coins by weighing them whether they're 80% silver or 50% silver. The coins are nominally listed at 5.83 grams, and you can weigh them and you're going to come out anywhere between 5.81 and 5.89, but that does not determine the silver value. It would really take a metallurgist or a metal expert to figure out the difference in these coins. There is one other way that you could figure out the difference, and that is if you could prove that you got a proof set or coin roll before mid-year in 1967, in January, February, or March 1967, you could be almost assured that it's 80% silver. What's the difference? Well, the difference between 80% silver and 50% silver is about a 60% difference in silver. It's also about $1 difference in the value of the coin. So these coins, when you see them listed, you often see them listed for somewhere around $3 or $3+. If it's an 80% silver coin, it'd probably be worth about $3.60 in silver. If it's a 50% silver coin, it'd probably be worth about $2.50, $2.60 in silver. So there's a significant difference in the melt value. How valuable are these coins? Well, that's an interesting question also, because they made 49 million of them almost at the Royal Canadian Mint in Ottawa. The most valuable one of these they found so far was a Mint State 66 uncirculated, and coins in Canada listed at about $80 Canadian, which is about $60 US. One of the things that some people say is that you can just drop these quarters on some kind of wooden surface, and you can hear the difference between the 50% and the 80% just by how they hit the surface. Well, that works if you have a silver coin and a non-silver coin. It doesn't work for an 80 and a 50% silver coin. Now, when I say they're between 581 grams and 589 grams, I can show you that on our scale. Let's put one of them on the scale, and we see that it's 5.82. Okay, that's reasonable. 5.81, that's close enough to 5.83. How about let's put the other one on the scale? That one's 5.80. How about U.S. coins? What if we put U.S. coins on the scale? I've got some 1964s here, and it's going to be surprising. This one, 6.3 grams. It's supposed to be 6.25, but that's quite a bit over, but it's a 1964 U.S. quarter. How about this one? 6.16. So that's a huge difference in weight, 6.3 to 6.16. But watch this one. It's a 1964 U.S. quarter, 6.06 grams. So if you add all three of them together, you get about 18.5, and that's about 6.17. So if you add them all together, they're pretty close to the 6.25. But if you take them individually, they are way different. Just because you have coins and they are silver does not mean that every coin is going to weigh the same. That's all we have today. Thanks for watching the Big D Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you have in the Big D comment section.